Hello everyone, so today we're going to be discussing one of my favorite bags, the YSL Muse 2. It's a little obscure, but if you're interested to learn more, stay tuned. Hello everyone, if you're new to my channel, my name is Caleb, and on here we're going to find a lot of things like luxury shopping, reveals, reviews, unboxings. I have a very exciting one coming on Sunday. Luxury travel, daily vlogs, anything that has to do with life and style, you're going to find right here on this channel. So before we go any further, you know what to do. Hit the subscribe button down below, give this video a thumbs up, and turn on the bell icon so that way you're notified when I post new content every Wednesday and Sunday morning, 10 a.m. Central Time. So today we are going to be discussing something a little obscure, and if you clicked on this video and you're not one of my subscribers already, thank you. It's going to be kind of an off-the-wall subject. I know not a lot of people are searching for this anymore. It's been out for a minute. It's the YSL Muse 2. This is one of my absolute favorite bags, but let me give you guys a little bit of background first before we dive in. We're going to go through a full review, dimensions, what it fits, what the interior is like, pretty much everything that I didn't do when I first revealed this bag on one of my Balenciaga Gucci hacker project reveals. Yes, there's two. Thank goodness I got one from both houses. And this I kind of snuck in because like I said, I know it's not something that's very searched for a lot. It's rather obscure and kind of a forgotten it bag, if you will, which is a little depressing, but is good for me because then I can buy them up at seriously low prices, which is kind of amazing, not gonna lie. So let's think back to the late 2000s. Stefano Pilati was in charge of YSL. We had gorgeous bags like the Muse with that beautiful dome shape, the minimalist hardware details. You had the Y down the front, which was kind of like an ongoing signature with a lot of his bags at the time. Then the Roady, which was a gorgeous bag, and I think with the hobo and large bags coming back, that one might see a resurgence because it is such an icon. There's also the Tribute bag, the downtown bag, which I have a couple on my wish list or my watch list over on Fashion File. Again, another YSL bag from the archives that sells pretty low, which is amazing. And then you have the Muse 2. Now the Muse 2 was YSL's attempt to capitalize on the Muse's iconic status a second time, and it worked, but for a very short time. This bag had a very short run. It was released originally in 2008, and I can remember where I was when I first saw it. I was at the Nordstrom in downtown Chicago, right on Michigan Avenue. I think right in front of Louis Vuitton, the concession there. They used to have a YSL stand. Well, not really a stand, but like 4 or 5 tables, if you will. And this bag in this exact colorway was there. Back then, it was $1,895, which for a designer bag now, and especially back then, isn't absolutely horrendous in price, especially when you consider some of the other YSL bags at the time. And at the same time, the Cabas Chyc was also out, which was kind of like a leather gorgeous version of the Speedy, that kind of Boston bag style. So between those two, I wanted both, and I still want the Cabas Chyc. That one's on my watch list as well. So with Stefano Pilati's design cues, a lot of it, like I said, it's very minimal. You have a lot of interesting hardware, well, not a lot of, but you have some interesting hardware, which we'll get to here in a minute with the YSL Muse 2 bag. And overall, it's just like an iconic time in YSL bag history that I think is honestly kind of forgotten about, and it's a little sad because they're such gorgeous bags, like beautifully constructed. And with the 2000s style coming back in, I think these might see a bit of a resurgence. Will they be anything like Balenciaga? Absolutely not, because that bag is such an icon. I think they might have a little bit of their time back in the sun, if you will. All right, so for dimensions, now I have the large size. The Muse came in 2 different sizes. There was the large, and then there was the medium, which was a bit smaller. Now for the large, the length is going to be 15 inches. The depth will be 6 inches. It'll be 12 inches in height with a roughly 6-inch strap drop here at the top. So the medium Muse 2, it's a little bit smaller. So dimension wise, that one's only going to be about 12 1/4, only 9 inches tall. Again, it'll be 6 inches deep. The strap drop, because it is a smaller bag, will only be about 5.5 inches. Now with the strap drop, you could easily, I think, get this over the crook of your arm. If you're more petite, you probably could get this over your shoulder. And what I like most about the Muse 2 is that it's kind of a modern minimalist take on like maybe an Hermes Kelly or Birkin, if you will. When I was researching and watching some of the older reviews, which there's like maybe 5 and they're all like 140p, they're ancient, they're from all like 10, 12 years ago, hence the updated review. Now, the other reviews, they were calling it kind of like an updated Birkin, Kelly-esque style, which I can understand. I mean, you have the flap, you have some sort of strap or sangle, and then of course the hardware there in the center closing it. So I could see where they're coming from. And then on the back, you just have these classic 3 brass posts, which hold in the back pocket. Now the back pocket, it is canvas and leather lined, and you could easily get your phone in there, but with the posts, it's kind of a pain to get things in and out, so I really don't use the back pocket very often. Now, this bag was considered at the time to be a patchwork bag, and what does that mean, you ask? And that's a great question. So essentially, the bag itself, it's just going to be a canvas bag through and through, just a canvas bag, and then these leather parts are just sewn to the canvas. So the interior lining, it's the same as this canvas here, and then you'll have the platform here on the bottom, which is pretty rigid. You'll have the 5 feet, which we know we love on this channel. These kind of cool rails across the bottom, which are just made in more structured leather. Then the front has this gorgeous alligator crocodile nubuck situation going on. I think this is like a vachetta leather over the flap and down the back, just kind of like a vegetable dyed vachetta leather. It's very rich, it's very thick. Imagine like Dooney & Bourke Florentine leather, something along that line. And then the sides are just kind of in this like calf skin. I can't tell if mine's just dried out or if this is how it's supposed to be and just very pebbled. So overall, it's just a canvas bag with some leather panels sewn to it. Now for $18.95, that does kind of explain its price point originally. Now for the first year it was $18.95, and then of course as each year went on, it went up a little bit more and a little bit more. Now other variations on this bag, you could have the entire body to be suede, which is on my watch list. I would love to find like a large in gold or the metallic silver. Those are both gorgeous. So you'd have a suede bodied bag with the leather panels attached, which is super cool. You could get purple crocodile, you could get ostrich, which I think was like $6,000 at the time. Different variations on patent, hair calf. They went to town with this bag. There's also a really cool limited edition military bag, which is just done in like all military canvas, which is super cool, but I've never seen like one outside of like an In Touch or a Vogue article. Like I don't think that one was around for very long. But overall, it's a very unique styled bag, and I absolutely love the hardware. So one of the things that came up constantly in the reviews of this bag is how hard it is to get in and out of. I think that was a little bit exaggerated, quite honestly. Now, when you're getting into the bag, you just have to undo the straps here on the brass posts. You could leave it unbuttoned, but let me show you why I don't. Eventually this is gonna lift and it's gonna create like a weird V situation, and we're not here for that. And then to get into the main buckle, put your thumb at the top, finger underneath, and just flick it up and over. And that's how you open the bag. So the top, it's very reinforced. So for only having the one strap coming out of the top, you'll have this bar that runs across the bottom, which also attaches to the sangles and helps keep the flap down. And then the hardware, it's hefty. It is gorgeous, it's solid, we're here for it. And of course it's in the nice antiqued brass, which I love. And then of course on the front, you have the 3 posts, which will mirror the 3 posts in the back. Now let's empty out all the stuffing and see what the inside's like. So as I'm seeing it now without anything in it, it's not terribly attractive slumped over. Once we get some things in there, it will be, I promise, we'll get it there. But one of my favorite things about this bag is the hardware. One of the things Stefano Pilati was known for was just kind of his use of interesting hardwares. The Muse originally had that fun thing that hung on the front. The Muse 2 has this iconic closure here on the front as well, and it's pretty hefty. It's got some weight to it, I'm not gonna lie. Then you'll have the 3 posts here on the front for the closure, and then again, the 3 posts here on the back. Now, it's a very simple bag overall. Well, honestly, it's not really simple. It's actually quite interesting how they were able to come up with this concept of a canvas bag with these panels attached to it. It's really unique how they were able to do that. So anyway, so the interior, like I said, it's literally just a canvas bag. So your interior is just going to be a canvas interior. You'll have the Yves Saint Laurent stamp here with the item number on the back, made in Italy. Quite honestly, it's beautifully constructed. And that's another reason why I wouldn't hate adding 1 or 2 or 3 more of these to my collection. It's a beautiful bag, and it came in so many fun and unique colors. So before I start rambling again, let's load this thing up. First, what all do I normally carry in this bag? Glad you asked, great question. So this week I have been using my Balenciaga Compagnon wallet in this beautiful minty blue green color. My Balenciaga portemonnaie in sky blue. I think this is another 2008 color. My Versace sunglasses, which I have in a Chanel case just because I like to live on the edge and I'm chaotic. So there's that. I have my tester phone because I'm obviously filming on my phone, so there's that. Prada 6 key holder. I'm finally back to my extra gum. I'm done with the Orbits, thank goodness. And last but not least, the Poche Toilette 15 from Louis Vuitton. All right, so let's get started. So typically with this bag, I like to put my wallet in the very front compartment. That way it's easy to get, and because it's a larger flat wallet, it kind of builds a base at the bottom of the bag. Can you guys even see that? There we go. Peeking out. Then back in the back compartment, behind the zippered part compartment, I'll put my Poche Toilette standing up, along with my Balenciaga portemonnaie back in the back. We'll throw our gum and keys back here in the back, along with our sunglasses, because we don't really need those right now, and our tester phone. So as you can see, well, I'm not sure if you can, it's a little dark in there, but we've got pretty much everything we need in there for the day. And what I like most about this bag too is the zippered pocket. You could easily throw in like a magazine or a small iPad if you have the large size Muse 2. So then to do it up, you literally just feed it under like so, do up the buckles or the little straps, and that is how you fill up the Muse 2. Look at that bag. Those colors are so stunning, and I think it doesn't quite get the recognition that it deserves. I mean, Stefano Pilati won awards for his handbag design, and we can see why. Gorgeous quality, minimalist design, modern take on a YSL. All right, guys, so I know it was short and sweet, but aside from I love the bag, not much else can be said for the YSL Muse 2. Would I recommend you buy one? Absolutely not, because I don't need you all jacking up the prices on me like with Balenciaga, so stay away from the Muse 2. However, I mean, all jokes aside, yes, it is a fabulous bag, and I think I bought mine for like maybe $350, $400. I really don't remember, but it wasn't that much considering it just 14 years ago. I mean, okay, 14 years ago it was like a $2,000 bag. Overall, it's beautifully constructed, it's unique. If you were like me and you don't always want to be, you know, logo driven and just kind of have something under the radar, I mean, this will definitely take you under the radar. I mean, I think only handbag enthusiasts or those who were really paying attention 14 years ago would be able to clock the bag and know, hey, that's a YSL, gorgeous, congratulations. And I really don't think that you'd be walking down the street shopping or going to work and ever see someone else carrying one at the same time. It is such a unique bag, and I mean, it's quite honestly, it's a masterpiece. I know I have a lot of other bags in my collection, but for some reason this one's always, I'm gonna say top 4 or 5 within my collection of bags that I absolutely love. I just can't say enough about this bag, you guys. Well, I mean, I did. The review's done, so there's that. However, thank you so much for sitting through this. I know it's a very obscure bag. Not many people are going to be searching for it, so I'm not expecting, you know, this to have a whole lot of views on it. So if you sat through it, thank you. If you have any questions about the Muse 2 that I didn't answer, throw them down in the comments. I love interacting with you guys. It's just a fun time around here. And yes, Muse 2. Get one, I guess. Now, coming up on Sunday, I'm gonna let you guys in on a little secret. I have a very exciting Balenciaga unboxing. Like, Caleb, oh my gosh, another Balenciaga. Yes, it's another one, but not just any. It is a, from what I think I've purchased, a rather unused city bag. Now, I got lucky the first time and had a complete set with the box, the paperwork, the whole 9 yards. This one though, still has the plastic on the hardware. Kind of amazing. So I'm super excited. That should be in on Thursday or Friday, and I'll film that real quick and get it up for you guys on Sunday. Guess the color down in the comments. I said this was the year for color, and so far I've gotten a blue and a gray. So we've introduced some color, but this one's kind of wild. This is a wild card. So throw it down in the comments which color you think I have coming. Let me know what colors I should get in the YSL Muse 2. And yeah, that's it for today. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I will see you on Sunday. Bye-bye.